It doesn't matter how much you earn or how much is in your super account. You should take care of it now and boost it if you can. The more money you have in your super account when you retire, the more comfortable your retirement is going to be, and the less likely it is that you have to rely on the aged pension as income in your retirement. So let's look at 9 ways how you can boost your super right now. Welcome, I'm Sabrina from retireon.com.au. In today's video, I want to walk you through 9 ways on how you can boost your super. And the best thing is, 3 of those ways actually don't need you to put more money into your account. So let's get started with those. First, let's consolidate your accounts. If you have multiple accounts, you should move all the money into just one super account. This allows you to save on the fees you pay, it reduces your paperwork, and it allows you to better track the performance of your super fund. But before you move all this money from multiple accounts into the one fund that already has most of the money in it, you should check that this is really the fund that's best for you. You should check the fees, the performance, and the insurance you may have through that account. And this actually leads me to the next point. You should optimize your super fund when it comes to fees, performance, and insurance. Choosing a fund with low fees will actually increase the money that you're going to have in your account balance at the end when you retire, because the money doesn't get eaten away by high fees. That makes sense, right? And when checking the performance, you should choose a fund that has a good performance over like 3 to 5 years, because super is a long-term investment and you need a good performance over a long time. And then insurance. You should check that you're covered for what you need. Almost every super fund comes with death, disability, and income protection insurance. But the actual product between the different super funds may be quite different. So you need to make sure that you're covered for what you need. And make sure that the premium you have to pay isn't too high, because otherwise this is gonna eat away the money in your super fund. Finding lost super. This is super easy and super quick to do online through your MyGov account. Just log in and follow the prompts. It's really worth doing it if you changed your name, your address, your job, or if you lived overseas. There's actually billions of unclaimed super, so maybe some of this could be yours. So these are the 3 ways on how you can boost your super without actually paying more money into your account. Now let's look at how you can boost your super with various types of additional contributions. But first, could you please subscribe to my channel? I would really appreciate your support. Salary sacrificing. This may be the best known additional contribution you can make. So you define a certain amount that is pre-deducted from your pre-tax salary by your employer and send in with your employer contributions to your super account. This sounds like you're losing money, right? But actually it's not true, because this salary sacrificing amount is only taxed at 15% and not at your marginal tax rate, which might be quite higher than that. So instead of losing money, you're actually paying less tax and have more money in the super fund. That's a good thing, don't you think? But there's 2 things you need to know about this. There's a cap in place. You can only contribute $25,000 a year into your super fund. And this includes both the employer contributions, the super guarantee, and your personal contributions. But if you haven't maximized this cap in the previous years and your account balance of your super fund is lower than $500,000, you can use the 5-year carry forward rule. So let's assume that last year you've only put in $15,000 in your super fund, so there's $10,000 left from last year, right? That means that this year you can put in $35,000. Tax-deductible contributions. So these are contributions that you make from your taxed income. In other words, you make a transfer from your personal bank account into your super account. And the good thing is, these contributions are tax-deductible in your tax return. But of course, there is a cap in place. It's at $100,000 per year, and it has a 3 years carry forward rule if you haven't maxed out this cap in the previous years. But this rule is nil if your account balance exceeds 1.6 million. Actually, this applies to everything. You cannot have more than 1.6 million in your super fund. Personal or so-called co-contributions. Well, these contributions actually apply to low-income earners. If your annual income is below $37,697, the government contributes up to $500 if you make your own contribution of $1,000. And if your salary is between this limit and $52,697, your maximum entitlement decreases progressively as your income increases. Spouse contributions. If your spouse or de facto partner is not working or a low-income earner, you can make contributions on their behalf, and you can claim an 18% tax offset. This tax offset reduces if your spouse's income is higher than $37,000 a year, and it completely phases out when it reaches $40,000 a year. Downsizing contributions. So these contributions apply to people aged 65 or older who lived in their house for more than 10 years and are now selling it to downsize to a smaller home. You can contribute up to $300,000 per person into the super fund. And this is in addition to any other contributions you made. The caps do not apply in this case, but you need to make the contribution within 90 days of settlement. Low income tax offset. So this is a very nice one if you're a low income earner. If your annual salary is below $37,000 and you make super contributions, the government may pay you back the tax you paid on those contributions. The maximum offset you can get is $445, and it reduces by 1.5 cents for each dollar that you earn over $37,000. There's a very similar tax offset for middle-income earners, but I'm not going into details. It's very technical. But the main thing you need to know is that this actually happens automatically. You don't have to do anything to get this done, but I think it's very good to know about it. So these are the 9 tips I wanted to share with you. Why don't you consolidate your accounts right now and look for lost super? It really doesn't take long. If you find some lost super, please let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious. Also, could you please like this video and subscribe to my channel? I would really appreciate your support. And please keep in mind that any advice given in this video has been prepared without taking into consideration your individual objective, financial situation, or needs. So before you act on any of this advice, please make sure that it fits your needs. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.